Here we go with I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Holy crap, that's loud. Wow, let's adjust the volume a little bit because that just about killed me. But man, look at that guy. That is one handsome man there. Okay, back. Oh, thanks for the follows, Enma. Let's get started. New game. Tell us your name. My name is Johnny. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Yeah, let's wake up, I guess. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. What? University of Cooking School. Okay. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there, and what will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Should I take this seriously? Or daydream a bit? No, this is the most serious situation I've ever been in, so I'm gonna take it seriously. Yeah, better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. That's right. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equal brushed, hairs combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. I wonder if I'm a guy or a girl. Confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. That's... wow, okay. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She is the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it.
Good morning, Johnny. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
That's a terrible voice. Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am. Excited and a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. I mean, she's got a pretty powerful pose. And I think that's the first step to cooking.
But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters.
Wait, 3-day only semester?
No I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
Jeez. A sweet girl, Miriam had always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a— oh my gosh. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? We'll give her a pep talk, I think. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read?
The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget.
Oh, not a very good pep talk then. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that pose. She is like— I don't even know what that is.
I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you feel her nerves begin to ease. Oh, now she's determined.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself?
Oh, that must be the pose she's doing. That's how she cuts them. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey!
It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
You leave Johnny's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins.
Oh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. Yeah. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. That sounds so correct. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, hey Zenma, how's it going? I have no idea if I'm a chick or a dude, so this is interesting right now. I'm just letting things happen.
If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
We're not gonna let you or your weird insults get to us. I hope I'm a dude. That'll make this even better. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man. The heck? Van the Man-Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Can't wait to see this guy. Van. Aw, yeah. Gosh. You wrong. Good lord, this guy. Can't imagine what he's based on. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. I gotta say, I think I mean, Van Van's definitely got the most confident looking pose. Right? Yeah, he's got the best pose, I think, right now. Hers is just, you know, hers is good, and she's just very unsure of herself and trying new things, it looks like. She doesn't know how to... I mean, she's tried a few different poses so far. I think her first one was the most powerful. But maybe she'll get some new stances. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Miriam. Oh, see you later, losers. What? What? As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly. Yeah, that looks like... gosh, a sound effect, too.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
What is this kid? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
Oh my gosh. I'm not interested in children. I think you mean thank you?
My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. God. Hi, Pop. I'm Johnny, so...
Are you going to make me hold this door all day?
Oh, wait. That was me. Are you going to make me hold this door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building. I think that he means young child. This kid looks like he's 6, max.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
Oh, don't. No. Don't say that. You're too old for him. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in, keeping themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class.
Adorable.
Sprinkles. No, quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our
Oh, wait. Crap! Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? There she is. That's a good pose. That right there, that's a good pose she's got going.
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! I like our professor. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I think only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances in fine dining. That's a good point, actually. Oh, I wonder if, since this game came out, real culinary schools have started doing that. That'd be pretty funny. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around, and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Somebody close the window.
And then... he walks in. Oh, man. Okay, everybody. It's getting serious now. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna disagree with you at all, Zenma. But... I mean, I think we've got a tie for the best two on screen right now. We've got this handsome fellow on the right. I mean, look at him. He's even got a little, I don't even know what you call that, but like a pocket handkerchief and a pen. He is looking dapper. That is a handsome fellow right there. So classy looking. Time stands still. It sure does. It's been on the screen for a little bit. This guy. This is what this game is all about right here.
It's him. It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. What? Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkle. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Oh man, what voice am I going to use for him? I'm gonna have to think about this for a second, since I'm trying to do voices for everyone. Okay, it's not gonna do him justice, I don't think. I mean, I know for sure I can't do him justice, but this will be his voice, I guess. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls throughout the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Oh, it sure is. Whoo, doggy. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Oh, I just noticed, I don't know if his face changed a little bit, but it looks like he's got like just the slightest hint of a smile going on right now as his eyes turn towards me. Oh, man. Oh. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. That voice just doesn't seem that good for him either. Right? We need, like, it's a good thing it's winter right now. If it was summer, like, I would have already collapsed. The stream would be over. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a power pose right there. She looks like she's about to shoot a beam out of her face. And that dog is still in the same pose. He's just like, please, students, settle down. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Johnny sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you, I guess. You take, yeah, please. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, just need a second for some dots. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and gets to set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. As he does that pose, that's good. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Uh-oh. Who's this new student? Oh, what? Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed... Quiet! Oh, that's Angry Doggo right there. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you and my teacher. Gosh, his hands are awful. We need to get this guy out of class. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm... You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Jeez, it looks like he's about to, I don't know, take a crap all over him. Let that be a lesson to you students. That tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Oh, who's Clank? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Where
The class bursts into laughter. This might be number 3, Zenma. Number 3 husbando right here.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Okay, it's a good thing I had a second to clean off a little bit.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
Oh, he's so disappointed in us. Well, he's not wrong, though. You've never heard a talking dog. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Yeah, I mean, he definitely seems like it. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Oh man. I think we want to go with the chicken treat because, spoilers, it's KFC, but the ball, I feel like that's gonna insult him. The beef, it's either beef or chicken. I'm leaning towards chicken, just because of what this game is, so let's go with that. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he looks onto it. His favorite! Oh yeah. He likes it. He likes the chicken snacks.
Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. We're learning the real life lessons right now.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Uh-oh. Do we go with the best friend or the handsome new gentleman?
Hey, Johnny, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. I don't even know how my voice is coming through when I say that. Let me just... It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Yeah, that sounded good. Okay. Alright. Oh, well, I know who we're sitting by. Zenma, you know who we're sitting by. We're sitting by Colonel Sanders. That's right. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. Oh, that little smile. His mustache kind of curls up a little bit. Oh, man. He's got all kinds of charm. It appears he brought no books, pencils, or pens or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. That's right. Thanks for offering me this seat. Oh, man. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it to the best you can. That's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. Man, brings a tear to the eye. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. Hey, I am going to eat up everything this man says. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point B, or point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. Yeah, it's very important. We need to win our Colonel's heart. We need to show him that we're serious about being cooks. About being chefs, I mean. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is too. A slam dunk. I don't know. I'm thinking either slam dunk or feather. Because, I mean, he really likes chicken. But a feather is on a chicken like a tree is in the forest. So, I suppose we'll go with feather. I hope this isn't a trick question. He is a poet.
That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A comically oversized fork. That is the second best. We're gonna go with spork because he mentioned it earlier. So let's say that.
That's right. What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. I don't know. I don't know how many people have had camel meat, so can't really say. But we're gonna go with love because we need to plant the seeds here. This is the first day.
That's right. Sprinkle's a good boy.
No, yes, or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Yeah, I think this one's pretty obvious. That's right, yeah. But secretly, behind Sprinkle's back, Colonel is best boy. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. I turned to face the Colonel. Is he impressed? Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Oh, we got his attention now. I know we've just met, but I have to confess. Oh, dang. Are we getting a confession already? I think you have a beautiful brain. Well, thank you, Colonel. Blush, blush. Hot diggity, Johnny. You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. That's what we want. We want to keep racking up those Colonel Sanders points. I hope there's a literal checklist that shows my points.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch!
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Yeah. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. It's Colonel Sanders.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. That's right. You cheer when the Colonel talks.
But I...
Shh.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
I knew it was the Colonel. Oh, there he goes again. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh my gosh. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken?
What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, right? Okay, I need a different voice for this guy. What do you think? We watch your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. He needs to sound tougher, I guess, a little bit. Oh, man. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. That face. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Oh my gosh. She's trying to take the kernel from us. And it's only the first day. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, you get away from him. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. We gotta get rid of her. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. Oh, that glare. That's a man that could kill you without even trying. I'll take his. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Nah, he can't do it. He just won Legendary Super Saiyan. Right? Yeah, we're gonna have to lay on the charm even thicker to get the kernel, because she's trying to steal our man. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. I think that's the one we're going to do. Or swim towards the light. No, we're going to savor the moment and listen to Colonel Sanders' heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? That's what we're going to find out. We can't let Ashley have her way. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, let's approach him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. I imagine myself doing like that, pushing my two index fingers together and looking around shyly as I say this. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Oh, where'd he get that staff? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my
my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I could keep it a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
Oh man. Johnny, you got too eager. You've disgusted him. That's right. We've already discussed it. We've got to slow things down a little bit. I think for a sophisticated man like this, we've got to ease into things. I think that's going to be our technique. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Oh, man." Oh, snap. Just one ingredient. Oh, wait. This is him talking. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use gray rectangle. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Maybe we'll meet him on the school roof. You find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Man, this guy is so much classier than the rest of the students. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. I'd bet on the Colonel. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Oh man, okay. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Or be modest but thoughtful. Well, he already told us his recipe was basically perfect, so I think bringing that up might not be the best idea. And I don't want to show off, so we'll be modest but thoughtful. Again, he's a classy guy. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Yes! The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Johnny. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Oh man, we're sharing feelings. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorably tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena.
That face is so great. That pose, the power.
For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. That is our man right there. She's doing her power pose, and we stood her up.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear.
Yeah, that's right. We're on him.
Want to be my partner?
Oh, that was a little bit too eager, it seems, but he didn't seem to mind. Sure, Johnny. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Oh my gosh.
Hello, new partner.
Beep boop. Zzz.
Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not. That's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Mess that up. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Well, I already know. We want Clank. Oh man, look at his face. He's so eager. We're going with Clank because A, Pop is gross, and that's creepy. She already said she thought he was cute, and we need to keep her away from that. That's just wrong. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
He's so excited.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh man. Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Yeah? I mean, if the Colonel wasn't here, this might be our guy.
Tissue? I hardly know you. Ah ha 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 ha.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Oh my gosh. Looks like you 2 will be fine. Aw, she's happy now. He's happy. We're matchmakers. Now it's time to focus on your cooking classwork.
Alright, you 2, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick up a basic dish and divide up the steps.
He is. Clank is a cutie.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and I think we're going mashed potatoes and gravy. Especially since he mentioned his grandmother's ingredient. Using this will, I think, help us get a little bit closer to his heart. Oh, see all those hearts explode out of him? I think we got it. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes?
And gravy? Oh, sir, yes. I couldn't imagine one without the other.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Oh my gosh.
I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? You know it. We sure do. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Ashley. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Girl. This our man.
Did someone call for me?
Oh man, this music. He must have been spending that time after eating the chicken to get his background music going. His theme music. Oh, no, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Johnny's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Man, she's so evil looking and he's so sad. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh man, she's trying to look all innocent. Man, this is intense music right here. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Johnny was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Oh my gosh, this is our man. Get off him. You have Van. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Wow, this girl. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Oh man, girl, get out of here. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. She is. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Or turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Oh man, I don't want to appear weak in front of the Colonel, but I also want him to know that I will turn to him if I need him. Man. I've got to pick this one just because it says hunk of hunks. Oh, no hearts. I hope that didn't mess things up. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Johnny as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Yeah. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Johnny's natural talent or their loyalty. Oh. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. Oh, makes my heart flutter. And her face, that look of defeat. Priceless. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Man. Filled with determination. This music is so intense. I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh man, he's winking at us. Oh man. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Oh boy. Oh man. We're sharing a moment with the Colonel. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Sure does. Man, this guy. If you love something, set it free. Ooh, my heart. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Oh, dude, this girl. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you No, that is not what we do. Colonel, that is not me. That is not who I am. Filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something. She deserves it, but that is not what we do. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? No, that was not Johnny. That was Pop. Hold on right there, Johnny. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in hand. Oh man, he's got something up his sleeve. He's ready to go. Oh, dude, he's got it on an axe. Holy crap. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Oh, man, this guy is metal. You ignored me for too long. And now it is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on me with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. I hope he ran into it and just dies. He does have style. That is a stylish dude. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it might have turned in the process. The results could be toxic! Oh man, he's about to throw up all over Van. Too late. It has been eaten. That face right there. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed. Oh man, dude. Good lord, man. He's dead. Nice. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh, thank God. We get to get rid of two. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oh, man.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Yeah, the shock has froze the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Oh man, I want him to die.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room.
We're going to my room with Colonel Sanders.
On a starlit walk. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Oh man, he's got tears in his eyes. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Oh, it is, Colonel Sanders. Yes, Johnny. There's something I need to tell you. I'm like only half facing him. My right foot, only my toes are on the ground. I'm twisting my foot back and forth as I twiddle my hands behind my back. Oh, and then this guy. Oh, he's ruining my moment with the Colonel. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's right. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls might grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one who has to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? I'm not forgetting that. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget it. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What the? The Spore Monster is here to fight the hero. Yeah, let him fight it. So we can have more time with the Colonel. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Oh, we were connecting, Colonel. That's right. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See? He's rhyming on purpose, or is that just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Oh, yeah, apparently it is an RPG now. What will you do? Oh man. Let's attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Here we go. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. It
did. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. We're going again. We're gonna attack again. It worked last time, right? We're gonna cook with more love. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Man, we gotta do a team attack with the Colonel. I'm gonna defend this time. I feel like it's gonna unleash a powerful attack. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Spork Monsters, no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. It's a good thing we defended. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. We need to attack again. Cook with love. It's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh! I'm gonna leave it on this screen for a second so we can appreciate the Colonel's muscles, his physique. Pot pie power pinch. Oh my gosh. It does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Oh. Should we finish him or spare him? I kind of feel like we should finish him. Because if we let him go, he could cause trouble for other people. Plus, I mean, the Colonel just unleashed a pretty mighty attack. So, yeah, let's finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready your final attack? You'll never survive my... Oh my god. Student debt loan destruction! It does 10 damage. I think it does way more damage than that. Holy crap. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Johnny. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. He's in our room! The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. How did he know where we live already? He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Oh my God. He's in our room. He's tucking us in. Good night, my colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is there also, instructing your love. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but I guess it's just a dog. That's right, yeah. Well, this is our love sequence with the Colonel. Dreams are weird. Oh, okay. Huh. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank!
Some claps for that. Matchmakers, we did our job. Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class. He actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that took him...
Wait.
And was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
Wait, he didn't even... I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Aw, yeah. See, we know what's up. You gotta take it slow with a classy guy like this. But he's already been in our room. He's already laid us in bed, so we're doing pretty good.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now?
That's right. We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So, this summer while I was over on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home.
And she's a drug dealer.
He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Yeah. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough, fibber cough.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
No. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No, I don't even have to read that first option because we're making up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. The wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Is it the Colonel? Oh my god! It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Oh man, I want to do both. Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. Oh boy. Choices are getting difficult now. I feel like if I don't run to him though, Ashley is going to. Hey, garbage facts. The same guy that, I don't know, a school that has a dog for a teacher. Yes, the hunk of hunks is here. I just kind of want to admire his majestic glory. I can't be helped. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Oh my gosh. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Yeah, I would. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Johnny just really gets nervous about people they like. What? That is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them. But really trying to... Yeah, we're gonna just kind of
Try to be sneaky here. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Restricted ingredients? Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of restricted ingredients. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night at the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. And who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Oh my gosh. Get away. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Oh, he knows. I'm sure. I trust the Colonel. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan?
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Right? That girl.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
Oh, man. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. He's a dreamy guy. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Johnny?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh. The water. That seems a little too bland. The simmering pepper. Oh yeah, yep. There's already been a death, and we've been going for like an hour or so. This is a pretty serious game. The pepper seems like maybe it's too hot. I think going for the dog biscuit might impress the professor, but it won't impress Colonel Sanders. Ugh. I'm gonna go... I just want to see what the dog biscuit does. So that's what we're going with. We're going with dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when... Holy crap! Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuits? Oh, man. Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Can this be the end? Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Oh! Oh! Game over. Oh my gosh. We're gonna try again. Where's that gonna put us, though? Oh, man. Okay. The beginning of day 2. Wow. I'm just gonna kind of skim through this because we just read it. But, oh, man. Oh, wait. Fast forward. Okay, yeah. I'll just hold fast forward. Oh my gosh. Right? This is an intense game. Okay. We're just gonna make the same choices because I want everything to be the same. Oh man, wait, what's this? Oh darn. Okay, we're gonna admire him some more. There we go. We get to see the Colonel again. Okay, anyway. Okay, we're gonna do the same choices here. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I think I died. I think I literally died of embarrassment and had to restart the day. Okay. So, here we go again. Redoing the lecture about chicken. But, man, that Colonel Sanders, that dude is too handsome. Okay. So, I'm gonna go with the water, I guess, this time. Having some water is always good. He grabbed the glass of water and gulped it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Oh, man! I can't make the right choice when it comes to this. I was too distracted by Colonel Sanders. Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet! You owe me $6! I hope we don't die from toilet water now. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay attention better. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. This school is intense. I don't think I would last here. No wonder it's only 3 days. The rest of the year, they must just have off preparing, like, recovery, all that kind of stuff. Because that's crazy. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Uh-oh. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them, "You're on." Oh, I'm not gonna back. Is she holding a knife on a chain? Oh my god. Well, I'm not gonna back down from the challenge. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool, you're the fool.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Johnny. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Oh my god. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
Oh, good. Okay. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It always boils a second. At what temperature does water boil at? Oh my gosh. If this is actual cooking stuff, which it seems like it's going to be, these potatoes are not going to turn out well. So, that's right, but how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that?
When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many spices? 11. That's right, you might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Yeah, this is getting intense. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind most offers the most flavor? Gratitude? That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Oh my gosh. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. Yeah, she's gonna friggin' stab me with a bladed knife chain. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not going to miss it. That timer goes down so fast. Holy crap. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? No!
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Next question. Oh man. I got that one wrong. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Johnny.
Touches my heart. He believes in us. We've got to succeed. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now, now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I mean,
That's what I've been thinking about most of this time already. How many spoonfuls of gravy? What? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. I didn't even get to read those. There was one about Colonel Sanders blowing us a kiss. Grrr. Oh man, we're losing it now. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? Oh, what a hug. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the only dessert we need right here. It's on the screen right now. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. You and Colonel... What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? I cannot focus on any questions, Mr. Professor Dog. I'm so sorry. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. I am. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish that's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Johnny does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing things the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna die again? Oh yeah, Johnny, no! But you're... Holy crap. That sound effect, that was brutal. You're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Yeah, from the sound of it, I don't think I'm going to be using that hand for a long time, if ever. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Oh no. We're disappointing the Colonel. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I was with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Johnny's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome... Oh, wait. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavors that taste good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Johnny to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. I'm so sad. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Oh man, there's no option to lick the sauce off his mustache, or wipe it off for him at least. I just did something stupid, so I don't want to go putting myself up there, so I better just internalize. That's the best way to deal with things, after all. Not really. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Oh my gosh. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you read for the quad to be alone. This is why it is not good to internalize your emotion. Anyone who's watching. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Right, the emotions are so strong. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. And I'll never be a master chef. We'll never get to... Oh man, oh, that face. He's so disappointed with us right now. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. I don't know about that. Well, handsome. Okay. Whew. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Yeah. Gotcha. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. Oh, he's got tears in his eyes. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Oh, I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Oh man, that face. This is getting intense. As if it wasn't already. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster!
Go to the Spork Monster here to fight a hero!
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night.
That was Barker, my twin, and I got on here to avenge them.
Are you stronger than Borko?
Well, we're twins, so nah, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks. He is already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Johnny is saying is, can't we be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. No, Gorka looks pretty, docile right now.
I suppose we really need to fight. It's just, I got these pointy teeth and claws.
All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you'd like to eat, don't we all?
Of course I do.
Oh man, are we gonna have a new party member? Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp.
This is! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once.
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I still student at this school. Until one day, some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. Then I was forever transformed.
Yes. There's going to be a full redemption arc. More backstory will be given for Gorko. A magic spellbook. We'll see young Gorko when he was just meatball size.
Precisely. Borko used to have a copy somewhere along the way he lost it. If you find such a book, I bet you respect it.
Oh, he's so sad.
You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those things who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there.
Man, that is killing my throat. Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a second to cough there. But wow, Colonel Sanders' face right there. It seems there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Johnny, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. We're headed to that Colonel's hideaway now. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Well, he's seen our room. Maybe we're about to see his. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Perhaps both? Yeah, the Colonel's man cave. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it secret just for you? He told us his secret. We're going to tell him a secret. That's how it works. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw! The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks.
hideaway. Oh man. Lux.
Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to this last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
Oh my. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. He sure does. Just, yeah.
Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize now would be the perfect time. No! We are respectful to the Colonel. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay. Well, I'm first of all curious about this comb. That's one of the first things that got my attention.
A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver.
Oh my! Well, let's check out this candle.
A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell.
Power tool?
Freshly starched collar?
Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69?
No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's long white rectangle.
Let's invest. I don't want to snoop at his safe or this, so let's investigate outside. This man is a treasure.
You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond.
Oh god. Just then Ghost of Student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my dad?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I can just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack and the Ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. Yeah, good riddance. Let's investigate the chicken. That was dramatic sound. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Oh, the door's open. I think that's where I want to go. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and you find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh no! Oh! Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try and act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aw, I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! Oh! Okay, should we fess up and tell the truth and tell him you're cold, or decide that now is your moment and make a big move? I think now is the moment. He's been in our room. We're in his home. We shared a few intimate moments together. So, I think the time is right to make a move on Colonel Sanders. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Oh, what? What? His face? What? Oh, man.
What do you mean this isn't that kind of game? Not that we blame you for trying, but still. What? How is that a game over? How? That is garbage right there. Okay, trying again. If we start over from the whole entire beginning of the second day, I hope there was a checkpoint, like, in his house. Okay. Right? That is trash. That's a... Okay, we're just gonna skip back to where we were. Because... okay. We revealed our secret to the Colonel. Okay. So we're gonna just investigate the same things. Because I want to keep everything the same. Then we looked outside. And this stupid guy shows up. Chicken time. Okay. And now...
Aw.
Okay. I can't believe... Even now, I still want to pick it again. Because it feels right. I'm agreeing with Zenma. It is the right moment. This is our chance to make a move on Colonel Sanders. But no. So... I will tell him the truth then, that I am in love with Colonel Sanders. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Okay, so we're at least getting this. Oh, I think I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Johnny. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber in the Colonel's arms. Dream sequence! Well, at least we got to express ourselves to the Colonel. And we're still in his room. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Right? Last day. Glad I'm doing this now before 2020 hits. Because I needed this. I needed to experience this. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, the long white rectangle. In some jurisdictions, long white rectangle isn't even legal. But if this recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of him. I mean it. Here's the simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? I would. How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. How can we not? That's not even an option. The first one, I'm not even gonna read it. We flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. Hell yeah! That's right. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly! Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. No! No! Don't do it! There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I spent the night with the Colonel. Because I had one heck of a night! I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. I was just spending the night with the Colonel. He's finger looking good. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Yeah, we did a little bit more than a date. We spent the night at the Colonel's place. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. Oh my. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too! I have my hands on my hips right now in real life. I am so proud of this. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. I can't wait to see what face she makes when I click this. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Oh, it's no obsession. What we have is real. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. Damn straight. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Yeah, she better get out of my face. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's this swirl? It sounds delicious!
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sprinkles is a dog and a treat!
Oh. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Johnny, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Oh, man.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Johnny, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Excuse me, Johnny, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Wow, that is not the kind of thing.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel?
I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine food. See you inside, Johnny.
No! Don't fall for her lies, Colonel. She's evil. I thought we had a connection. What about last night? Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Wow, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in a case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I could scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
It's not worth it. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out.
No, right? We can't have this.
Don't do it. We're not doing it. We cannot give up on our love for the Colonel. Unless casting it will let us fall in love all over again. But no, we can't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack, or dogs can be rather unpredictable. Especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because I feel like if I do this, he'll get insulted. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. That's right, we're loyal to the Colonel. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence!
Good lord. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again!
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Johnny, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Oh my. Oh my. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Ooh.
I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you have to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels. Then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Oh my god, she kills him. He's dead.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Yeah, oh, gross. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. Get that off the screen. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looked okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Right, poor Clank. I feel bad for him. He was trying to show her a good time. I mean, that was a bit much for a first date, but he tried. He didn't, I don't think he did anything necessarily wrong. Was it much? Yeah. But he seems like a good guy. Genuine, at least. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all at the arena!
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
No! Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You and me, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
I only got to the part where it said you're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders, and I think they could have ended the sentence there. Because we had a chance last night, but we blew it. We still did have an emotional connection, but we ruined it this morning. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. She's like, ugh. She does not approve of me and the Colonel. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? They're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Yeah, right? Ugh. I need to re-look at the store page after this because I didn't read about this game. I just saw it, and I was like, I need to play that sometime. And I wanted to do it before the year ended, so that's what I'm doing today. She hugs you and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. Is this one better? I made this one with my tears.
And I bet that Professor Dog is just gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Johnny's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Johnny, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, that's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You describe that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. We are honest with the Colonel. I am going to tell him that I was practicing, and if he wants it, and me, then so be it. Okay, you got me. Oh, we got more hearts. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth! Wow! Oh, wait, that's the Colonel. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Oh man, they're in their battle stances. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big. Wait, she's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Yeah, this game is intense. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friends, Baster Blaster! Holy crap. Best friends, Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and ride!
Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula. Shallow personality spatula.
Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your own dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Definitely looks like it. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. We're going to do things the hard way and impress the Colonel. That is the way we will win his love. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way! I shout out. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. We got him. And we got the hearts. I believe in you, Johnny. He's cheering us on. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Johnny, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering here, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient!
However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spark Monster.
Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spark Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff is better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spark Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Reach across some medical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles and a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spark pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spark Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't exactly know where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics, and when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Well, that's just wrong. We're not giving up. We summon extra power deep within ourselves. We'll copy the Colonel's flex and power pose to unleash our love. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Johnny.
Oh yeah, I forgot his voice.
Yes, John. You're the chosen one. You'll avenge me.
power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue!
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Holy crap! Yeah, we're gonna do a spirit bomb kind of thing with our cooking here. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and it can't be served. But don't worry, dear Johnny. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. And he followed his heart straight to us. What a guy. That's right. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
That's lying.
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from that right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as how we didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my leg. Can I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have got unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. 3 days! Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. The tiniest one possible.
Wow. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto monkey I spy afloat this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Plus, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Johnny, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made
Uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from the second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine! Urgh.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue.
Man, I feel like I changed his voice up. I don't know what happened there. He gained an accent after that, I guess.
Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Johnny? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified!
Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
Two chefs.
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. This new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance.
When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, this humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Oh my gosh. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Good lord. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all just a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster, no more! From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster!
Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Yeah, get those weird hands out of here. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? We know who it is. Zenma and others watching, we know who it is. It's our man. Oh, no, what? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. No. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of a chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of a sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it the whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam,
Will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I had just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
you're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard, because we are still all in for the Colonel. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. There we go! There we go! This is what we've been waiting for. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh my gosh. Look at that guy. In his casual attire, he still looks so good. Woo! Yes. Cheers for Colonel Sanders. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Ah! What? That's the end?
No, it's not the end. Oh, okay, good. Whew! That would have been way too anticlimactic. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Johnny, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Woo! Our final chance with the Colonel. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Oh, he's nervous. Oh my gosh. Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to! As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Johnny. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? No! Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Is that the end, though? Because... okay. I guess that's it. And that's the game. Good lord, that's so loud. Oh, we only ended up winning half the Colonel's heart in the end. But maybe that's all he had to give, because he had to devote himself to his true love. Oh. Well, all right. That was definitely an experience that was worth having. Glad to have had it. It's last day of the year, so not a bad way to end it. And thank you for everyone watching. I hope you enjoyed Colonel Sanders. This is a free game on Steam, so if you want to have your own finger-licking good adventure with the Colonel, it's on Steam for free. And that is where I'll go ahead and sign off here. But thank you everyone for watching. I will probably stream some more games at some point. I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking Undertale maybe. I've never played it before, so that should be interesting. But I also have Hatoful Boyfriend, which I got during the Steam sale, so more dating sim action, if that's what you're interested in. But other RPGs and such, other types of games, yeah. So thank you again for watching, and that is it for me. Happy New Year.